Good morning, everybody. This morning I woke up in room 2424 of the Jazz Building at All-Star Music Resort. We'll talk about the room and my experience in a different video. I'll link it up above and down below. But right now we're going to take a grounds tour of the All-Star Music Resort. You can see we're already getting a little hazy here. It's early morning. The camera was nice and cool in the room, and it's humid this morning, so I'll try to keep that to a minimum. This is what the outside of a typical building at All-Star Music and all the All-Star resorts look like. This is the Disney's All-Star Jazz Band display, and it is tall. It's about 3 stories tall. Now we're not starting at the beginning of the grounds, we're kind of in the middle because I'm starting at my building. We'll work our way all the way around and we'll end up at Melody Hall. That's the check-in area. It's a place where they have the gift shop, eating, all of that. Next to the Jazz, we see a giant boombox. And these buildings are called Rock Inn. They're pretty much the same. You see a giant guitar over there as part of its structure. I'll see if I can get a better shot of that. Here you can see the giant guitar motifs. And the main entrance looks like a big Wurlitzer jukebox. But look what they have here. A 1957 Chevy Bel Air. Wow. I wonder if that's parked here all the time or if they switch it out for different vehicles. Because unlike a lot of cars they have, for example the Corvette over at Pop Century, this looks like a drivable functional vehicle. Right down to its Krager mags. Krager mags were not standard in the 1957 Chevy. It was something people started adding like in the 70s. This brings back memories because I used to own a 1957 Chevy. But this is not a car video. We have to continue on with our tour. So here's a better look at the main entrance to Rock Inn. You can see it simulates a giant jukebox. And that stands taller than the 3 floors. So that is really large. And as we pan down, you can see it's quite an attractive walkway or courtyard area. Next we'll be heading to the Country Fair buildings. As we're looking at these buildings, we are walking around a big circle, and in the center is the pool. So let's take a peek at that while we're here. And it's not a super large pool. We'll see if we can get a better view from the other side. Interestingly, it is shaped like a grand piano. Here we're coming up on the Country Fair. I can see a giant pair of cowboy boots over there, banjos, guitars. Let's get a better shot of those boots. And there it is, the entryway is a giant pair of boots. You can see we have a fiddle. And as we continue to pan this way, we see a banjo. In the center of these buildings is a park-like area. It's got a couple of picnic tables. Looks like a nice place to sit and relax. Country Fair is the end of the property. So you see it's just wooded beyond. There is a gate, or a fence rather. And you also see different designs. You see a string tie, and there are music notes on all the balconies. There's another set of boots. As we continue on. Here's a different angle of the pool. You still can't see very well that it's shaped like a grand piano. But trust me, it is. As we leave the Country Fair, we head towards Broadway. It's simply called the Broadway Hotel. You can see up on that building, it says it's the stage door. So between these two buildings, it's laid out like a street, I suppose, as if you're walking down Broadway. And on either side, you see canes, gloved Fosse hands, bow ties. I'm not sure what that black thing is supposed to be. Over here, the entryway is a marquee. And what I'm seeing is Aladdin and Beauty and the Beast, Little Mermaid. So a lot of Disney Broadway shows are highlighted here. And it does look like you're entering a theater as you go into the elevator area here. And there's even a simulated ticket booth. Up on top, you can't see it very well. It's obscured by the trees, but there's giant top hats along the top of the entire set of buildings. You heard me talk about sets and pairs of buildings. Every single one of these areas consists of 2 buildings. So there's going to be 2 buildings in rock, 2 buildings in country, and so on. There you can see the top hat a little better. And I have to say, my building, I'm not sure what that is. I'm beginning to think maybe it's a drum head, tambourine, a medallion. I'm just not sure. Every set of buildings has its own little walkway, with the exception of Jazz and Calypso. What divides those 2 sets of buildings are the main walkway that goes down to Melody Hall. We'll head that way now. You can see Little Mermaid around the pool. I don't see a lot of other items. I haven't been in the pool as a visit. I was only here 1 day, so everything I'm seeing about the pool is looking over the fence, which, by the way, is reminiscent of the fence at Elvis Presley's Graceland. Now we're walking down the main pathway to Melody Hall. There's All Star Jazz on either side of us. Now we're coming up to Calypso. The staircase is inside the bongo drum, and on the building are giant maracas. And the pool on this end is shaped like a giant guitar. It's kind of hard to see from ground level, but when you see it on the map, it's shaped like a guitar. I'm going to see if I can climb the stairs to the top balcony and get a better view of that pool looking down. Or maybe not. There's a lot of construction going on here. This might be closed off. So let's try the other side and see if we can look down on this pool. And look who is in this pool. It's the 3 Caballeros. We're heading back from the direction we just came in order to get to the other Calypso building. There's that giant bongo drum again. Give you an idea where we are. There is Jazz. That's where I stayed last night. Over there you see a Coke glass, and that's All Star Sports. And over here to my right is where we're heading, and that's Calypso. And we're going to head right into this giant bongo drum because that's where the staircase is. And here we are on the top floor, which is the 3rd floor. Let's see if we can get a better view of the pool. There you can get a better idea. There's the body of the guitar. There's the 3 Caballeros are in a little hole in the center of the guitar. And then you have the neck of the guitar going up as it gets shallower. Now we have to walk all the way back because there really is no shortcut. Nice view of Jazz from up here. They certainly make some bold color choices on these buildings. Man, you could use that as a video green screen background. As we walk to Melody Hall, right up there in that corner of the balcony is where I was standing looking down at the pool. And there's the pool area. We're coming to the far end of the pool now. On this side They have restrooms, and it looks like maybe laundry facility. But we are heading into Melody Hall. By the way, before we go inside, I do want to show you there is a little refreshment bar out here. And you can sit here and order refreshing drinks. And these are all alcohol drinks, and they're in the $12 to $15 range.
You want to eat at the park? Yay!
Here are the grounds looking down from the main entrance at Melody Hall. But let's go inside. So here is the food court. And right across the way from that, we have an arcade. Looks like there's some music memorabilia here. Let's take a quick look before we go in. It's just a display. It doesn't seem to have too much of a theme. This is Selina, it looks like. And as we go in, like the rest of All Star, it's pretty much no frills. Very plain tables, plain chairs. Here's the back side of that refreshment stand we saw from the outside. So it's morning, let's see what they have. This station has waffles, sausage, eggs, pancakes on this side. And look at all of those pancakes that she has ready. Just look at that. Grab and go beverages. Everything in here is grab and go beverages. Some alcoholic beverages. Milk, chocolate milk, water. A few snack items. There we have fruit bites, cookies. Some more basic grab and go items. Pop-Tarts, cereal. This station will make you omelets. Western omelets are $10.99. And over here we have bakery items. Grab and go. Let's go and look at those specialty bakery items. Cherry tree on a hill. Looks like a snowball. Chocolate indulgence cake. Pumpkin pie cheesecake. Coming to the end of the season for that. Same with Jack's Halloween cupcake. And cookie dough. I don't know, they're already decking the halls with Christmas out in the parks. I have a feeling that the Halloween stuff might be more than just a few days old. And over here it looks like they have some hot cinnamon rolls. So that's it. It's not a real big food area. It's rather condensed and tight. Along the wall they have famous figures, mostly rock and roll here. Elvis, Bruce Springsteen, the Beach Boys, Loretta Lynn. Down here we have Maestro Mickey. This looks to be the gift shop. You see what I mean? It's all Christmas already. Pretty common gift item fare that you'd see in any gift shop. Although this one does tend to be a bit smaller. The displays are all really simple and basic as well. Just a lot of items stacked up on a shelf. When I say that, I don't mean to belittle it, but it is quite a bit different than hotels like the Contemporary, where they really go all out with their products. And right outside this door, you see people waiting for the bus. Let's walk outside and look at the bus stop. And this is the check-in desk. Once again, pretty plain. Look at that giant Mickey headphone. On the end is our main entry area. That's underneath the giant star as you look the outside of the building. We're going to go outside this door. You'll see on the top it says Walt Disney World Transportation. And you can see what the bus stands look like. So that bus is going to the airport. This one is going to Hollywood Studios. You see these words, All Star Music, out front, and you look at the signs up above, and it'll tell you exactly where each bus is going. I hope you enjoyed our tour of the All-Star Music Resort at Walt Disney World. All of the All-Star resorts are laid out pretty much the same. They just have different themes, whether you go to sports, movies, or music. If you want to see what the inside of a room looks like, I did a room tour, and I will link to that above and down below in the description. As always, I encourage you to like and share the videos. Please leave your comments down below. If you haven't already, please subscribe and ring that bell icon up above so you know when I post new videos. Thanks again, I'm Mark for the Average Me channel.